Welcome back, true believers, to another Spider-Man PS4 related video, and I know you're probably sick of hearing these videos related to the release date of the game, because I have made more than enough videos on that topic of the release date, speculating it, possibly analyzing when it could release in a certain season of the year, like spring or, maybe late summer or early summer even. So this channel has put out tons of videos related to the release date of Spider-Man PS4. The release date is still a mystery, and for some reason, again, people still think, I'm not saying you guys, but I'm saying the other people who are excited for this game, some people still think that this game is going to come out in 2018 at the earliest. For some unknown reason, people do not have faith in Insomniac games, and they also don't recall the process that they have done in the past for their games, as well as what the scenario is for Spider-Man PS4 and how it is different from other games. So if you haven't seen my other release date related videos for Spider-Man PS4, I please beg you to watch those so I don't have to repeat myself again. I will in this one for the final time. I've kind of already analyzed it as much as I can, but basically there's two scenarios. One is the Batman Arkham Knight scenario, where the very first trailer that was shown about that game was a CGI trailer. And then we got demos, we got trailers, we got gameplay trailers, we got story trailers, the works, right, for that game. But the thing is, the very first trailer that was released was a CGI trailer. And then at the end of that trailer, it was said to be coming out in 2014. It was announced that the year was going to be 2014 when that game was announced. Then it got delayed until 2015, of course. June 23rd, 2015, to be exact. And yeah, because they were expecting too soon, Rocksteady, they were kind of planning too far ahead. It was the first next-gen game that they were working on, and they made two Batman games previously, so they kind of got, not cocky, but they kind of had a lot of confidence, and they were assured with their schedule for Batman Arkham Knight. And then it turns out they needed more time to actually perfect it and get all the glitches to be polished and fully develop the rest of the story and certain gameplay aspects. Even though all those demos that they showed look fantastic, you can definitely see how the final product looks, and it is beautiful. Not on the PC version, though. Sorry for you PC fans who love Batman, I apologize. If you want the best Batman Arkham Knight experience, get it on the PS4, which is what I have, and I love it to death. And it was the very first next-gen game I played, and it's awesome. And with all that said, with what I just said about the Arkham Knight trailer being CGI as the very first trailer to be shown, this Spider-Man PS4 trailer was a gameplay trailer for the final time. The E3 trailer for Spider-Man PS4 was a gameplay trailer, meaning that is actually how far in development Insomniac Games is for that title, as well as the fact that it is the biggest development team to have ever been created for Insomniac Games' history. They all love Spider-Man to death. Each individual person of Insomniac Games working at Insomniac Games related to either the development team, the publishers of Sony Interactive Entertainment love Spider-Man to death, and the marketing team as well. They all love Spider-Man, showing how passionate they are for that character, and that is seen in the game's development, showing how far along they are in the game, and also proven in the time lapse, because with Rocksteady's Batman Arkham Knight, I think they were working on it for about a year, at that time, but it said like the full amount of time they had to work on it was 4 years, which sounds insane to me, but since it was their first time doing a next-generation game, I kind of understand that, and that was also when the new game consoles were kind of early in their phases at that time, so they were trying to get, used to the hardware and stuff, and after Arkham City came out in 2011, and then Arkham Knight came out in 2015, that would make sense. 4 years from City to Night, and yeah. But with Insomniac Games, they've made a PS4 game already. They know how the hardware works, and they have been working on Spider-Man PS4 for over to this day right now, or actually not right now, to the day that they released the E3 trailer. So on June 13th, 2016, from that day, they have been working on this game for over a year and a half, which means it has now been a year and 9 months. ever since that the game trailer for the Spider-Man PS4 announcement was revealed. So now they have been officially working on this game for a year and 9 months, and they are using the engine that was used in Ratchet & Clank. Because since it is a PS4 exclusive, both Ratchet & Clank and Spider-Man, it would be easier to incorporate that engine into Spider-Man PS4, and since that game looked gorgeous and it played amazing, it would be easier to interpret that engine into this game. And again, I knew from the get-go that even though they did not show a release date, but the fact that the very first trailer was a fully developed in-engine gameplay trailer, that they were already far along with this game, and that's why when I made like my previous release date videos, go search my channel for all those. There are tons of them. I would say that my guess was that it was going to come out at August of 2017 at the latest, given like the whole relationship with this game not being a movie tie-in game, and also kind of like with the Mad Max scenario as well. Go watch my other videos if you're wondering what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's not coming out in 2018, confirmed. For the last time, it is now officially confirmed that this is what this article says. This comes from the Spidey Bugle. He posted a snippet of this article from Insomniac Games, like kind of talking about how Spider-Man PS4 is coming along. And right there, if you haven't read it already, I will read it for you. Insomniac denied the speculations that the game will be released 2 years from now, and by game they mean Spider-Man PS4, of course. International Business Times reported that they're still working their best to achieve the earliest and fastest time for the game to launch. Spider-Man PS4 launch date possibly be announced surprisingly, so fans need to stay tuned. Now, what that means at the end, the launch date possibly to be announced surprisingly, is again, since we have no idea when this game is going to be released, and with the current speculation that's going on now is that the game will most likely come out in spring, because of how during the PS4 Pro clip it showed Spring Street, and you know, that is a high regard to the season of spring, is when the release window could be for Spider-Man PS4 of 2017. And they're way too in development. They're way too far in this game to have released it in 2018. That just makes no sense. The first trailer was a gameplay demo, a gameplay trailer that showed little clips of the game be played out, and it looks astounding. It basically looks like the game is finished, and of course, like I've already stated, and also like how Shocked Huh has stated in his Spider-Man PS4 status update video, the game is in its polishing stages. So again, it's not coming out in 2018. If anything, the earliest we can expect this game is spring of 2017, and that is all I have for you true believers today in this video. You know that I know, and we all know as well, that this game will never come out in 2018. If it does, that would be ridiculous. I do not think it will. It most likely will not as well. Given everything that we have seen from it, it would be, statistically impossible for it to come out in 2018. So for those people who keep thinking it's going to coming out in 2018, you are wrong. I apologize, but there is no way in heck that this game is going to come out in 2018. So just be patient. Don't keep trying to, craze the game and make it seem like this game is never going to come out. It will. It will probably come out sooner than we think. I made a video exactly called that. Spider-Man PS4 is coming out sooner than we think. Go check out that video on my channel. Thank you all so much for watching, true believers. I know you already know this, but this video is mainly for the people who are kind of, worried about the game releasing. So I just want to put that video out there for you guys. But make sure to stay tuned for this channel for more Spider-Man related videos. Thank you so much for watching, true believers, and stay spectacular.